What's the Typo Negative origin story?
Well, I met Pete years before Typo, and I think I was like maybe 17, 16, something like that. My brother's 5 years older than me, and my brother went to school with Louis Beetle, Carnivore's drummer. So I knew Louis Beetle from when I was a little kid. First time I ever met Louis Beetle was on a Halloween night. I must have been like 6 years old in Brooklyn, and it was me, my brother, and Louis Beetle, all misfits, walking home. And then you hear like 18 guys with shaving cream, hey, that's and all of them running down the street. We ran like for our lives. These guys were going to beat our asses. I remember running into Louis Beetle's alleyway of his house to get away from them all. That's how I met Louis, the drummer from Carnivore. And I knew of Fallout when it first formed, the first band with Josh and Peter and Louis, and I had their single. And then when Carnivore broke up, I think it was around 88, right? I think Peter was trying to give up music. He was taking some tests to be a cop or something like that, and he cut his hair off. He had no hair. And Sal was like, oh, you know what? He's not doing anything. Carnivore's broken up. Let's see what that motherfucker's doing, And he went over to Pete's house, knocked on the door, see if he wanted to form a band. That's how it started. Sal brought me in. And Peter was like, well, I got all these ideas. And he already had like the majority of So Deep and Hard written. Because this girl had already left him and already destroyed his world, At first, A New Minority was called. And then it turned to Repulsion. And we made the demo ourselves. Put it out, threw it out at shows. Sub-Zero it turned to. It went from Repulsion to Sub-Zero. When we got the tattoos, Sub-Zero, and then we found out there was another Sub-Zero. And they were like, we're going to sue you. And I'm like, oh, we already got the tattoos. So really, Peter matched the name to the tattoos.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, oh, it's a blood drive. And maybe there was, but the name went with the tattoo because we were already fucked. We had the tattoo for Sub-Zero, right?
That's cool.
So that's
Sub-Zero is a fitting name, too. It sounds like
it was a series of errors. Yeah, it was a fitting name. So was Repulsion for that.